Jesus, when he says, I am the good shepherd, he very clearly means those very words, that he has taken up the shepherding part. The shepherding started right at the Sea of Galilee. Then he said to his fishermen, follow me. And they left everything and followed him. And we see how the shepherd calls, and they heard his voice and they followed him. And then afterwards he says to them, my sheep hears my voice. When the sheep hears the voice, it automatically follows. It doesn't bother anything. If only you are a shepherd, you will know how to call the sheep, and the sheep hears your voice and they will follow. And when they follow, Jesus said, I will make you fishers of men. And they were fishermen. Therefore, he said, I will make you fishers of men. Now, when we see Jesus Christ saying that I am the good shepherd, and when he called his first disciples, he said, I am going to make you fishers of men, they are also very symbolic. Symbolic because he wants the sheep and he wants the fishermen to become fishers of men, so that the sheepfold increases. And when the sheepfold increases, Jesus here says, I give them eternal life. Now when he gives eternal life, he has to do something wherein he has to show that he can give you eternal life. And therefore he says, I am the green pasture. When he says, I am the green pasture, you will come to my pasture. You will feed on me. And you eat me, then automatically you will have eternal life. Therefore you see that part is also fulfilled in today's gospel reading. Jesus also said, you can't live on imperishable food every time, but you also have to eat your perishable food. And therefore he fed the people with bread and fish for their stomach. But for their eternal life, he gives his entire self and said, whoever eats my body and drinks my blood. And that also we have received so many times, and today we are once again here to receive him, coming to the green pasture. Every time you come to the green pasture, he will say, I will give you eternal life. Now the next part, they will never perish. You are not going to perish, my dear friends. One beautiful aspect about our God, God the Father who created us, brought us into this world, sustains us by his providence. Jesus Christ says, come to my pasture. He feeds us. And therefore, the Spirit that is given to us is that which sanctifies and empowers us with new life. Therefore, Easter is nothing but new life, new water, new spirit. And that is why Jesus says, if you have received the water, the spirit, and been nourished, he said, no one will snatch you out of my hand. What a beautiful God we have. That he wants you to experience that great hands of his. The shepherd's hands are very rough. The shepherd's hands are really beautiful. The sheep knows them. The shepherd's hands are important. A sheep goes astray. He comes, he holds the sheep, and he starts petting and rubbing its back like that. The sheep knows it. Just like how you hold your child and you tap your child on the back or on the head and you make that tender touch. This tender touch is that when Jesus says, no one will snatch you out of my hand. These hands of Jesus is a upon us. And that is why he said, the Father has given them to me. So, it is not we who have come to him. The Father has taken each one of us and given it to Jesus, and Jesus is holding us in his hands. Therefore, he says, no one can snatch it out from the Father's hand. For he says finally, I and the Father are one. Now, what makes him tell this is because he wants each one of you to experience the power of God, the power by which you and I will experience the great gift of his tender touch. Now, when Jesus said that I will see that no one is snatching you out of my hand, he said, I have laid down my life for you for that. So, he has given his life for that. His hands are there, his life also is laid down for us. Now, when we see that aspect, my dear friends, we see that what he says by saying, I lay down my life for my sheep, is to show that he is the gate. The gate in which you can come in and you can go out. You have the freedom to be a sheep for him. You can come into a sheepfold, you can go out of a sheepfold. It is left to you. But if you want to be hold in his hand, then you need to experience that not being snatching out. Because we see sometimes the shepherd keeps on calling the sheep, and the sheep hear their voice and they come. But some sheep don't hear. Some sheep stay away. And therefore, those sheep are snatched out of his hands. So one important aspect you know, that you will not be snatched out of his hands every time you hear his voice and you come to him. So you can come, you can go, but when you hear his voice and you come, you cannot be snatched away. When he says, I lay down my life for you, it is like you have, I don't know if you have seen a pen, sheep where they are kept. In one of the pen, there a 3 feet wall is all around, and the sheep all are pushed at the evening, and a small little wicket gate is put in the front. But one particular pen where the sheep were all put in, that did not have a gate or did not have a wicket gate. And one of the strangers coming there said, you are a shepherd and there is no gate for this pen. What will happen? The night, the sheep will all go away. And this shepherd said, I take them to green pastures, I bring them back in the evening, and when I put all of them inside, I have my dinner and I sleep across this gate, this small little gate. I lay down myself there and I sleep. And I said, that stranger said, if you sleep like that, those sheep will cross me and go. Therefore, I am the gate. I have laid down myself so that no one goes away. This is a true shepherd. We need to understand this part where Jesus has laid down his life at the gate for each one of us to be protected so that you are not snatched out of his hands. Right? And therefore, we see. Then the stranger asked him, but there can be some sheep which are cunning. They will jump over you and go away. What will you do? Will you go running behind them? And this shepherd said, it is true, my dear friend. When I lay down and I sleep, I know all my sheep, they all sleep. But there are some sheep which are sick in their mind. They think that they will get green pastures in the night. And they jump over me and go away. Because they are high-headed, They don't think like me. They are not within my fold. Therefore, they jump over me and go. I can't leave all of them and go behind that because they are sick in their mind. If their minds change, if they are converted, they come back searching for the pen. But if they keep wandering, the wild animals will snatch them and tear them apart. And this is exactly what when Jesus said, no one will snatch them out of my hand. When He has become the pen, He has become the strength, and He has laid down His life so that each one of us is protected by Him. This is the reason why we say this beautiful Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want. A young boy who was asked to by heart the Psalm 23 told the catechism teacher, next Sunday I will by heart and I will come and I am going to stand there in front of everyone in the church and I am going to say, the Lord is my shepherd, and I am definitely going to say it. The teacher was so excited that this boy has volunteered, and the next Sunday came, this boy went in front, the parish put a nice mic in front of it, and then this boy started. As he started Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want. There is nothing I shall want. There is nothing I shall want. And then he looked at everyone, he forgot the next sentence. And he finally said, the Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want. Finish, over. What else does he need? If he has understood that the Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing else I shall want, which he said the remaining verses are not important. This is how he understood. The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing. You and I are in want.